It's not very often that we get the opportunity to speak to someone who's lived with ISIS up close. Earlier this year, Ahmed Rashidi traveled into Syria with the intention of convincing two young girls to leave ISIS and return to their families in Europe. His trip did not go as planned, and he ended up spending a month with ISIS, and we've been able to verify the key elements of his story.
They was full of hate.
Full of hate.
You can see fire in the eyes. They are full of hate. If you smell like European, they're gonna kill you.
Ahmed went to Syria looking for these twin girls, Salma and Zahra Halane, who left their home in England and snuck off to Syria to marry ISIS fighters. The family asked Ahmed, a friend, if he would go to Syria and find their daughters. Ahmed was no stranger to civil war. He grew up in Afghanistan, where he lost his father, his brother, and one of his legs. He now walks on a prosthetic. Ahmed agreed to go to Turkey, hop the fence into Syria's ISIS-controlled north, and start looking for the girls.
Every time we saw a Islamic State's office, or like kind of that, we knock at the door.
Incredibly, Ahmed located the girls almost right away in a small town called Manbij.
Manbij is, I would call it, is not a Syrian city actually, it's a European city.
Because there's so many foreigners there.
Yes.
So many, everyone speaks English there.
English, German, French.
Ahmed found the house where one of the twin sisters was living, but instead of a warm welcome, he had a run-in with her new husband, a Western ISIS fighter.
So the husband came to the door.
And he said, I will not allow you to see my wife.
Then what happened?
Then we get arrested.
ISIS accused Ahmed of being a spy and, even worse, a journalist.
Did they torture you?
Some of them did, yes.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
Because it's a personal
exactly
moment. But it was a terrible moment.
Yes, in the beginning, in the first 1 week, 2 weeks, it was brutal.
But gradually, Ahmed began to charm his captors. He told them that he wanted to join their cause, that his father was a jihadist just like them, and most outrageously, that he was a doctor.
You're a first-year medical student,
Yes.
and you start practicing medicine.
Yes.
Eventually, you do gain the trust of the guards.
Yes.
And they start letting you roam free?
Yes, and I become a part of the guards. So
Ahmed had to convince ISIS that he was one of them.
Did you have to beat the other prisoners?
in Islamic State, is to hit people is a part of that.
So you had to do that?
I didn't say that.
So what did you have to do?
I may have beat one or two, but I was forced to do it.
Now, mixing freely among the ISIS fighters, Ahmed even managed to log on to one of their computers.
What did you learn?
The connection between Europe and Syria was like, they connect every day, they speak phone every day.
Did the ISIS fighters seem worried by the US bombing campaign?
No, I was happy about it.
Because, he says, being attacked by the US meant that they were now just as important as that old American enemy, Al-Qaeda.
They want to be better than Al-Qaeda, Islamic State. This is why they need to do something more brutal than the World Trade Center.
When you saw the attacks in Paris, what did you think?
I was angry, but it didn't surprise me at all.
You think there'll be more?
Yes, because when Islamic State attacked, they will be big. It will be very, very big.
Much bigger than Paris?
Yes.
Eventually, Ahmed was brought before an ISIS court and released on condition that he stay behind in Syria and fight. He didn't do that. He snuck across the border back into Turkey. He's now wanted by ISIS. He's writing a book about his experiences. And those two girls he went in to try and convince to leave ISIS, they decided to stay behind. In fact, they were testifying against Ahmed the entire time.